Dimon mentions JPMorgan Chase had a good look at First Republic Bank before acquiring it and found that they did some things really well, such as maintaining a great culture and pristine credit. He emphasizes that JPMorgan is not the type of company to come in and impose its way of doing things on the acquired bank.
And in reality, look, they did some things really well. Like if you talk to their customers, I'm getting calls and emails and great culture, great customers and things like that. Their credit is kind of pristine. That's good. So, of course, we marked all the market, and we're all in very good shape. We've hedged all the interest rate exposure together. We've got thousands of people now going out, learning about what their best is. We want the best of both. We're not the kind of company that comes in our way or the highway. And so there's no surprise there. It had to make sense for shareholders, but this notion that it was an unbelievable thing, no, it was a nice thing for shareholders. That's I have to do that. But we also really did it to assimilate the banking in a way that's very safe for the system, and it didn't cost uninsured depositors, it cost the FDIC as little as possible. But I also want to point out, I'd be fine if they want to change the rules a little bit to make it easier for a regional bank to buy a big bank. We need healthy big banks. We have the best banking system in the world. Banks are becoming smaller and smaller as a part of the global system. So when they look at banks, they say, oh, it's big. But when you look at the banking system to the system, mortgages have left, a lot of private credits left, certain trading functions have left. A lot of things are going to leave. You have Apple, you have the neobanks, you better be a little more thoughtful about when you say we mean banking per se.
Should Americans be overly concerned about financial consolidation being primarily in the hands of a few large banks such as JPMorgan?
No, because most of our size accrues to our clients. So if you look at, we do small banks can't do. We do like banking large corporations in 50 countries around the world and move $10 trillion a day. It's hard. So these are big complex things. We're not big and complex we want to be. Big and complex because the people we serve are big and complex. We bank countries, the World Bank. We do a lot of things. And yes, we also bank consumers in the United States. But I want the community banks to thrive. I mean, like I said, we want to do everything we can to help them. We didn't want this to happen. We didn't cause it to happen. The second it happened, we knew it was bad for all banks.
Is JPMorgan too big to fail?
I don't know what that word means anymore. I mean, we're not going to fail, and I don't know what that means. But we certainly didn't mean it to be an advantage. So we've asked all our people when this crisis happened, I don't want anyone soliciting any client or any banker from any bank that's regional bank or community bank, etc.
Dimon asserts that healthy big banks are necessary for the best banking system in the world and that the US should not fear too much finance consolidation in the hands of a few big banks. He also points out that JPMorgan's size primarily accrues to its clients and that they serve large corporations in 50 countries around the world. So Dimon is hesitant to define what too big to fail means, but he asserts that JPMorgan is not going to fail. He also emphasizes that JPMorgan did not intend to gain an advantage from the 2008 financial crisis and that they have asked their employees not to solicit clients or bankers from other banks.